Hi guys, hello ladies, and welcome to another vintage repair. This is, I think it's the DANSETTE part 3 or 4, I can't remember which. We'll find out later when I come to title it. Anyway, yeah, I'm sat here in my boxers. Got my boxers on, guys. Because we can't greet the public naked, can we? Definitely not. So we're just really sorting stuff out because I've been doing the workbenches today. I've been making some headway into inroads into sorting the workshop out. What I would really need to do is unplug that, because we're going to need that for the iron. There, to get the iron on. There. That's the soldering iron on. Right. I got to the bottom of Richard's Colaro, by the way. Thank God that's done. That's back in its box, ready for Richard to collect when he comes. And whew, yeah, we're just on a cup of coffee at the moment, guys. Right, so what we need to, oh, we've still got a ground connected. I wonder where my yellow clip wire was. Right. So let's sort all this out. They go to the on-off switch. Well, we've got some stuff to do here. That's that can be tucked out of the way, because that goes to the front, to the grid. For the grid of the valve, that's a ground. That can be tucked out of the way. This one is from, you know, this one, I'm going to put it here actually. I'm going to put it through there. I'm going to do it that way. That goes to your pickup. There we go. What we need to do next, clean the old specking tools. There you go. Looks like I've got fuck all on, but I have, guys, honestly. Just like my fat fucker. So we'll zoom in a bit. Right, what we're going to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do, and we're really going to do, and we're going to get it done. We're going to wire up all this switch. So we're going to, yeah, we can wire the switch up. Yeah, because we need to wire the switch. Yeah, the wires for this are on the for the motor are on the transformer, so we're all right with that. I'll tell you what we need to do. All these clean all this off. As my friend Richard calls it, kamikaze cable. Not wrong, is he? Right, we need the pliers on that one. Not going to get them without the pliers. They're just too thin. We're probably going to need the clippers. And we're going to need a screwdriver, that one. and probably old Stumpy, and that should be enough. Yeah, I ordered some more stuff today, guys, because I'm a bit low on a couple of things. That's that one. That's that one. Now let's get the sucker. If we can find the freaking sucker, there it is. We can get the sucker and we can get the holes. We can clean all the holes and the... A bit of fucking solder landed on me there, I hate that. That's the part that makes you wish you weren't so lazy and put your trousers on. That's that one. See, we like to do this. Get all the crap out. Just redo this one. That's it. Put that there for a minute. There we go. Move all the bits. Yeah, we've had a bit of a tidy up and we're still tidying up, guys. Right, this is... Now these are long enough to reach here because I could do with clipping a bit off them. Yeah, they are. They are. Now, we'll get the meter in a minute and find out which ones are which, although I've got an idea. But clip them off. Get the meter so we can find out which one is which one is which. Come on. Right. I think it's... Yep. That's the one. So, what we need to do is connect one of these to there, and connect one of these connect that to there. Piece of solder. I found all my off pulls of solder today, off cuts and shit. I call them off pulls because I pull the solder off the reel, don't I? I don't cut it, I just pull it off. Most of us do that. That's one done. Two done. Yep, I'm happy with that. Now where's the mains lead? Where did I put the power lead? We want to put the power lead back on now because we're at that point. We're going to use, there it is. Well, what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to use, they look a bit bitty, don't they? They look a bit bitty. What we'll do, we're going to use his original mains lead because there's nothing wrong with it. So we'll use the original. The earth's okay, it doesn't need to be messed with. Just these here. Do you know what I'm going to do with this, guys? What I'm going to do, so that the mains lead is nice and secure, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to bolt it. Is that right? No, I don't think we've quite got that. Turn it over that way. There you go. Near enough. What the fucking hell does she want? What do you want?
I'm there, can you send Laura 20 quid and I'll give it you back next week?
No.
I'm paying it.
No.
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 I'll give it back.
There we go. So I put these on and I don't do them overdone because I don't twist them round, I just bend them over. That way when the next engineer comes to it, makes it fucking easier. What we want to do next is we want to let's have a look, see if we've got a screw that we can use. We've got plenty. That's no good, that's a wood screw. Fucking piece of plastic. It's a wood screw, that's no good. We have got some, but I've fucking seen one. There's one. Now what I'm thinking of doing, guys, don't know whether this will fit through there and go into the metal work as well. It won't, it's too short. So basically we could use Well, there's one. Yeah, we could use a wood screw to go through there because, yeah, perfect. So what we're going to do, what I'd like to do is just put that like that, move this out of the way, put that there, I might have to undo that one on there, I don't know yet. See if we can get that through. If that'll go through there, then we won't have to undo that. See, because that's all pulling, you see, and we don't want it pulling. We don't want that pulling on anything. Shit. And that'll tighten in. At least it should. It should tighten in. I think it has. It has, yeah, it's perfect. Now the earth. Now, we've already got the valve. Let's take the valve out for a minute. Now let's get the earth. Move all these out of the way. Because this was made to have an earth on it. So we can just, there you go. No, not quite. It's got it. Right then, you come. Thought I had it on there. Get off there, you. Right. See, we just, there you go. That's going nowhere. That's going no, they're going nowhere. That's good. That's, so let's just check. That's turned off. That's good. Turn it on. Yeah. We're not getting a bleep, but we don't want one. That's good. No resistance, which is good. So we're getting I'm just getting this. There we go. Bit of solder out my shirt. There we go. Right. So we've got that, guys, and that looks pretty good. I think that's going to be pop the valve in. Let's pop the valve in. There you go. Now make sure all these caps are straight in the way that they're not touching anywhere, not loose, no, because the amp's been moved around the bench. No, that looks good. That's your, right, this is your, that goes to your tone arm, that one under there, they go to your tone arm. If you want to be get rid of that. That needs to come up there. There we go. Now, you're not going to see much of this, so I'm just going to talk. Well, let's see if we can change to another camera. See if we can look at it through another camera. Camera 1. There we go. Right, still not going to see much, are you? Because everything needs to be rearranged. Right. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm just going to have to get on with it. Right, that's the mains lead, that can be out of the way. Them fucking wires there that go to them sockets, I'm not even putting them back on. Because nobody ever uses them. Right. Speaker wires. Which are here. Right, that's to your turntable. Right, that's to the turntable. We don't want to accidentally pull them out. I'm down there for a minute. Right, so what we'll do, we'll solder these wires on here. These are for the lamp to illuminate the front of the light. Whoops. There for the light. There you go. Give that a second. No, it's not quite caught. Do that one again. It's because of the position I'm in and the dark. It's a bit gloomy in there and I'm burning my finger. That's got it, that's the light soldered back on. Right, the speaker. It doesn't matter. Right, so what we'll do, we'll tin the wires for the speaker because there's no solder on them as such. Right, so there you go. Right. Now we can either stick them on that side, doesn't matter really. Well, it does. You can actually see where the dot is indicated. Okay, now that don't want to fucking go on, does it? Oh, you fucking lousy man. Try it on. Let's try and put a bit of solder on. there was enough on it, to be honest. There we go. Right, try again. Just wait for that to fucking harden. That's got it. Now let's connect this one. Let's put a bit of solder on that one, and then we'll solder it back on. There you go. Solder him back into. Ouch! Ah, I just stuck the iron in my finger. It hurts when you do that, guys. I just burnt myself with my own iron. Right. Move them away from the valve. There you go. Now let me just sort this out. You know something, guys, you always give in, don't you? You always give in. You always give in. It's one of those things, isn't it? Right. Right, so that's all that done. That's all wired in. That's wired. That needs to be wired in. And now we just need to put the screws in. Get this into position to where it needs to be. That's about right. We've got plenty of screws here. Some are for this, some are for the lid, but we've got plenty of them, so I don't suppose it makes any difference. We've got plenty of screws. There you go. We're getting it together, guys. If you don't know me by now, you will never ever know me. Oh. If you want to show me, tell me what you know. I found an old stocking, I filled it with lead, I smacked Keir Starmer right over the head. Along came a copper, he asked me my name, I told him politely, with a bicycle chain. The judge said, stand up boy, dry away your tears, you're going to prison for many a years. There's bars on the windows, there's bars on the doors, there's bars on the piss pot that's screwed to the floor. Fuck off. Why is it you can never... Get it off. Whoever that is, I have to fucking wait a minute. The judge said, stand up, boy, drive away your tea. Yeah. You know, it's amazing really, isn't it, guys and girls? You know, you can live right next door to somebody and not know that they've ever served a jail sentence. Weird. Weird. Shit, it's true though, isn't it? I mean, look at that fella who murdered that woman in 1967. You know, he lived a completely normal life afterwards. How could you? I wouldn't be able to live a normal life after doing that. No, I don't think I could. Right, where's the fucking record deck for this? It is. And the lid's there. There we go. There's the record deck and it's got a cartridge in it. So we maybe able to play a... Fuck off! What?
Andy,
What?
will you end it? I'll give it you next week.
I've just sent it over.
You just sent it?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah. Mm. I hate this. Why can't you just... where's my activity? Would you like to access your camera? No. No, that's not what I want either. Activity, that's it. Yeah, I've just sent it. Yeah. It went.
Yeah?
I've just sent it.
Sent what?
20 quid.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish you'd look at your phone.
Well, I was falling asleep.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Right. There we go. Right, I want to put a knot in this. I mean, not strictly necessary, but I'm putting one in it. It's not strictly necessary putting a knot in this because it has got a strain relief at the other end, but that'll do it. If you put a knot in it, it can't be pulled out, can it? There you go. Right. Connect the motor. Connect the motor. remember, I don't service his decks, he does them himself. So I don't service these, I just do the amplifiers. The decks don't work, it's not my problem because he's asked me not to do them. So I don't do these, I just do the amplifiers. And if he ever sells one and mentions my name and he hasn't serviced the deck, that's terminal block is in the wrong place. It should be along here, it should be actually there, but we'll leave it unless we have to move it for the pickup. Right, there's the turntable wires back together. There's the, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to I think we'll see what wires he's using. I think he's got a mono cartridge in this. Take these wires off that are not used. Take these off. Off there. Fucking speaker wires, I mean. Now, what colour wires is used for the cartridge on this? Should be the black and the red, and it is. And it's a mono 5XM cartridge that's in it. So what we'll do, we'll wire up, and I've got a feeling this is the front, so yeah, we should be long enough. Right, stick these on, get them on. I'll just put them on loosely, just so that they hold on, because he'll probably take them off to do work on the deck anyway. So we'll just put them on so that they're there. And I think, guys, can't see anything else that's not been done. I think this is it. Let's put the fucking, we'll test it in a second. Right. There we go. Right. Now what we need to do is put the, where's the inspection panel? Put the inspection panel back in. We've already pushed the valve back into place, that's all done. Put the inspection panel back in. Right. Let's get the plug. Don't know whether this is the plug that came off it. Let's get, I don't know, one of these, that was the one. That was the one. That won't undo. Doesn't really meet the legal requirements, that plug anyway, so we'll put this one on it. There you go. Right. So if I can just tip this on its end for a minute while we put the plug on. We don't have to worry about anything falling out, it should be okay. Sort that out in a moment. Let's get this fucking plug on. Look at that, weren't we? Whoever the last person to put that plug on didn't do a very good job. Got a 5 amp fuse in the plug anyway, and they didn't even put it under the cord grip. Very, very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Gonna do it, guys. Do it properly, or fucking don't do it. Sorry guys, but that's the way I feel about it. What to camera 3. If you're not going to do a proper job, fucking leave it for somebody who will do a proper job. Because remember, when you're doing this, it's somebody else's safety you're putting at risk as well. You know? You might think, oh yeah, that'll do, that's lovely, that's a nice job. But let's tighten this so it doesn't swing around all over the place. You might do it and think, oh yeah, that's brilliant, I'm happy with that. But the problem being, guys, the problem being is you may be happy with it. But doesn't mean to say it's safe. Safety is everything. And I'm always banging on about it because it's fucking true. I would hate, I'm doing that a bit longer because it needs to be a bit shorter. We can double that over even and make that a bit even nicer, securer. There we go. The live needs to be the shortest. And that's a bit long, so we'll clip that down a bit and then we'll fold it over. Basically, guys, you make the live the shortest, that way if the wire's ever pulled out of the plug, in theory the live should be the first to go. The live should disconnect first. That's why we do the live short. That's why the live is always left short. Yeah, there's plenty of room under that screw. That's perfect. Oh, that's gonna, do you know something, guys? That's gonna go in there beautifully. Yeah. I don't usually put the plugs back on, but he's not going to have to go in here for anything as far as I know. So, and I want to test it anyway, because I've done a lot of work to this. So I want to test it in situ, make sure that it's, get that round there, there we go, get that down round to there, there we go. Put the cord clamp screw in, get a screwdriver, there we go. Hang on a minute, we're not in the hole, we are now. There you go, that's got it. So what we'll do, we'll tighten this up a bit. We don't need, you can use either a Phillips or a flathead here, doesn't matter which. Now what we'll do, we'll put the top of the plug on. Do that while we tighten that up. Now the top of your plug, guys. Now look how neat that is. Look how nice that is. I'll zoom down and show you. And that's how it should look. Yeah, that's how it should look, guys. You want your live shorter than the other two, but remember you've got plenty of room in the plug, so don't worry about wires and stuff. And the top should just slip on like so. I mean, this top is a bit out of shape, I think. There's a little knobble there. That's it. And this will tighten up. Yeah, it's a bit out of shape, this plug. But it has gone together and it is perfect. So what we'll do next, we can move all this now. And we can switch this thing, we can plug this in. Push that back. What's that? Push that back so that goes all the way. Inspection cover goes all the way in. I think my chair's gone down a bit. Push the inspection cover in, there we go. Yeah, we're not put the screws in it yet, we'll do them later. So what we'll do, plug this in. So we'll get the knobs for the front. These are not the proper knobs. I did see a small screwdriver that I used to get these off. There it is. So I need the knobs facing up as I can, so I can get the screws in. These are not the right knobs, but they'll do. That's off. I'm hoping this is all. It should be turn this so that we're fully there. We are. Put the knob on. Turn that. No, we're not. No, we're not quite. There we are. Let's tighten that down a bit more. And that's tight as we can get it. Not the proper knobs, this. Even the things on it don't even line up. That base control doesn't feel very clever, but that bit, just turn that so it's up that way. There we go. Because the screws have to be screwed on a flat surface, on the flat surface of the shaft. That's it. Right. There we go. The turntable going round. It is. We're not going to worry too much about that. Got a bit of a hum on there. But to be honest with you guys, some of them are fucking hummy. Right, we're not going to let it drop, we're just going to plonk it on because we don't know. Treble,
without a rotary
bass,
action like the Billy shape. Twist up and down and tilt like it's floating heads. Twist here, twist there, twist just like it's floating heads. Floating heads caress your face. Stubborn whiskers this personal touch is so unique.
Only Billy Shane.
It's made by a new technique. CONQUEST.
That's loud.
Floating hands caress your face.
Like the top of hands.
Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. Now this personal touch is so unique.
Only Billy Shane.
And it's a measure of the face by a new technique. Make the major shade with a shade.
Personal touch.
Your top is stubble. Worry till a shade.
Personal touch.
Here's the modern twisting shade that a razor never gave. Shave smooth up, quick eye, close eye. Go with a Phillips.
Round and around and around.
Go with a Phillips.
Round and around and around.
I said a Phillips. Billy Shane.
Billy Shane. Billy Shane. Yeah, stop, stop.
Yeah, there's a bit of a hum, but some of them are. Some of them are a bit hummy, guys. You know? Well, that's earthed anyway. Yeah. It's all earthed. Right, well, it's working. So it's working, so we're happy with that, aren't we? We're happy with the fact that it's working. So we can put the screws back in because the mechanism's now to do with us. And I can see that there doesn't look. That should be further up, I think. Oh, that's caught on there now. But it catches there, but yeah, what do you call it? Right, so if I turn this round, we can start putting some freaking screws into it. Alright, we can start putting some screws into it, guys. There we go. Let's get the screwdriver. My chair's gone a bit low. I think it has anyway. Right, we're going to put as many genuine screws in this as we can, because the non-genuine ones are a bastard to put in. Right, this is, and yeah, I'm happy the way this is turning out. Right, let's get the power lead right in there. There we go. Now we can turn the whole unit round. I mean, people buy these fucking things, and for the love of God, I can't think out why. I can't understand why people would actually want these when you can get Bush ones and Ackers, admittedly. And the prices people want for these things, it's unreal. I mean, you know, I've not wired these sockets up. If he wants to wire them up, he can. he wants to do them, he can. And because we've got no more original screws, we're going to put this one down at the front here. Oh yeah, we have. We've got one more, I think, there. Yeah, we've got one more here. There you go. We've got one more of them just to complete it. Yeah, we have. It's got all original screws in the motorboard, this. Or at least. Ooh, that nearly went inside. That they got inside it to stay. If that goes inside, it stays there. I'm gonna do one of these record decks, guys. I've had an idea. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna repaint one, but I'm gonna do it gunmetal blue, gunmetal blue or gunmetal grey, whatever the fuck it is. We've got a full tin of it in there. And I'm going to do it as, I may as well put the fucking lid on while I've got it facing this way. There we go. There we go. Put the lid on it. Get the lid on. Right. There you go. There we go. Just put the lid on it. That's not the right screw. Make sure we put the right screws in or near enough. There you go. It's one record player done. Yeah, I've not wired them sockets up. If he wants to, that's up to him. No one ever uses them, so if he wants to. That's up to him. That's not going in, that one, guys. Why is he not going in? Got a broken screw in there. There might be a broken screw in that one, guys. Yeah, that's not going in. Yeah, there is. There's a broken screw in that one. Let's get this one in first. And then we'll think about work out how we're going to do that in a minute. Now that's in. That's tight, that's how it should be. Let's get another screw. Now I'll try and put it in now. No, it's not a broken screw, I thought it was. There we go. It wasn't. Right. Now we need to just put a couple there now. In the inspection panel, we don't need a whole lot in there. And I have got some nice original small ones that are supposed to be in there. Not them fucking great big things that he had in it. These are the small ones that are supposed to be in there. I'm only putting as many in as I can find. That's too small, big that screwdriver. Get the other Phillips. That's the kind we want, I think. Yeah, that's doing it. Now I did find some we've only got the one. We've got a small one here, it's not an original. We've only managed to find the one. Because they're all too fucking big and they were a bastard to get out. We're going to put this one in it. We only need them there. There you go. Well, that's a small one. That's an original. That one will do. That will go there. Or if I don't think that's an original actually, but I think it will fit. But some of the ones I took out, some of the ones I take out of some of these, you'll be amazed at what I take out. I mean, that's that one. See, not all these are out of that. Not all these are out of that. Some of them are what I've found and I've just put in there. And I thought, well, it might come in useful for where we've got a screw missing. Yeah, that's not an original, but it'll do. It's going in. It's going in, I'm not getting any hassle from it. It's going in neat. It's going in nice, that's good. That's got that done. Now let's screw the mechanism down so it doesn't bounce about. That's as far as we need. Now this one. There you go. One Dansette Auto Conquest, rather rough looking but finished. Yeah, this has been damp, this, you can tell it is. If this was mine, I'd have refinished all this. I'd have made it look like $1 million. But it's not mine, so it's not for me to say. Anyway guys, let's come back to here. Right guys, that's the end of that. Oh, pardon me. That's another one done. I'll catch you later. Thank you very much for watching. You all stay safe, enjoy, and like, share, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want to, and join me again tomorrow night for the next one. Bye for now guys.